Alright, so here we are with the miles per gallon problem in Homework 2.6 out of Unit 1. Doug and Claudia Skaggs recently drove 290 1/4 miles on 13 1/2 gallons of gas. Calculate how many miles per gallon they get in their vehicle. Alright, so before I start this problem, if you'll notice in green, I jotted down that the expected miles per gallon is between 10 miles per gallon and 40 miles per gallon. And this is just me knowing that most cars get between 10 and 40 miles per gallon. So as I'm working this problem out, I expect to obtain a number between 10 and 40. That doesn't mean I'm wrong if I get a number less than 10 or a number more than 40, but since that's much more rare, I probably go back and check to make sure I didn't make a mistake if that happened. Okay, so now that we know what to expect, we're going to expect a number between 10 and 40 as we're working this out. Let's continue working. So looking at the word problem to determine what mathematical operation I might use, I see the phrase miles per gallon. And remembering that the word per is a key word for division, that means I'm going to do this problem by doing the miles divided by, per means division, gallons. Okay, so let's put the numbers in place. The miles is 290 1/4, and the gallons is 13 1/2. Okay, so we've taken the word problem, we've written it in terms of a mathematical operation. Now all we need to do is divide the 290 1/4 by the 13 1/2. So before I can divide these two mixed numbers, I need to convert them to improper fractions. So 290 times 4 plus 1. So let's go over here and see what 290 times 4 is. 290 times 4, 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 9 is 6, carry my 3, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11, so I get 1,160. I remember I gotta add that 1, so I'll get 1,161. So there I've converted the 290 1/4 into an improper fraction. Now I'm going to convert the 13 1/2 into an improper fraction. This is actually a little easier to do, so I'm going to do 13 times 2, which is 26, plus the 1, which is 27, and I will get 27 over 2. Alright, so now that I got them in terms of improper fractions, I remember that division is really multiplication by the reciprocal, so this will become 1161 over 4 times 2 over 27, the reciprocal. And let's continue here with our multiplication. So I need to do 1,161 times 2, and I'll go up here to the top again and do that. 1161 times 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12, carry my 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus the 1 is 3. And 2 times the 1 is 2, so I get 2,322. Over, and then 4 times 27. Let's go back to the top and determine what that is. 27 times 4, so 4 times 7 is 28, carry my 2, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10, so I get 108. Alright, so I've gotten 2,322 over 108. And although this is the right answer, it's not in simplified form. So let's simplify this and then we'll have our answer. And I'm going to simplify it by converting it back to a mixed number. I'm going to do 108 and divide it into 2,322. 108 does not go into 2, so that's a 0. 108 does not go into 23, so that's a 0. 108 does go into 232, and in fact it goes 2 times. 2 times 108 is 216. And doing this subtraction, 232, take away 216, leaves me with 16. We'll drop my 2, continue with my division. 108 does go into the 162, but it only goes 1 time. 1 times 108 gives me 108. And doing 162 take away 108, I will get 54. So my remainder is 54, which gives me a fractional component of 54 over the original denominator of 108. So coming back over here to my problem at hand, I have just established that 2,322 over 108 converts to a mixed number of 21 and 54 over 108. If I just focus on the 54 over 108, I notice that that can be reduced. There are common factors, and the 54 over 108 actually reduces to 1/2. So my fully simplified answer is 21 and 1/2. And what this means in terms of the problem is that Doug and Claudia Skaggs recently got 21 and 1/2 miles per gallon in their vehicle. So miles per gallon, 21 and 1/2. And if you'll notice that 21 and 1/2 was in my expected range between 10 and 40, so I feel very confident about that answer. Okay, I hope this helps.